How is life today for you? Are you bored and want excitement, or is life wild for you? Picture a home with no running water and no bathroom. You want to urinate or defecate and you have to go outside to an outhouse, hot or cold, and sit there to do your business. In summer, you may have snakes or wasps to deal with. In the cold, the wind blows through and you freeze doing it. If you are smart, you have a soap jar, a pail that you use in cold weather and then dump it out during the day. No running water means that you get to carry water from a well or stream into the house to wash with, cook with, and bath with. Want hot water? Heat it on a wood stove as much as you can at a time and dump it into a freestanding tub and hope it stays warm until you get in. That tub may be made of wood or a fancy iron job. If you have money, and that wood has to be cut and carried in too. More than likely, your job is a farmer with livestock as well as a farm growing food. If not, then you are probably a storekeeper, soldier, or other city folk. Even then, unless you have stone walkways and streets, there is a lot of dirt. When it rains, it's mud. In some areas, it's a clay that sticks to everything, bogging your wagon down and slowing down horses. Now don't think you can just jump on a horse or buggy either. They take cleaning and feeding. It's nothing like having a vehicle today. Actually, the Amish just came to mind. They have opted or did to live about the mid-1800s or so. Think about how much fun they have. That's about what a rich farm would have been like, less the electricity and other pluses that have been accepted today. No doctors, dentists, or even police as you know them today. At best, if you had a toothache, it was pulled without something to tame the pain. The police of the day would probably be one or two men with little or no education. About that, most couldn't read or write. School, as you knew it, would be in a church, probably one room, with kids of all ages trying to learn the basics. Now most girls would start thinking about marriage about 13 and were married by 16. The boys had it lucky. You see, pregnancy might mean your death if you were a girl. So having 12 children is really saying something if you live. She gets to spend her time cooking, cleaning, and raising kids. The guys just work the farms or something, running risk of injury without mass medicine. Excitement, huh? Well, there were bars, saloons, not much to look at unless a big area, and even then not the cleanest. Music wasn't much either. Maybe a piano or band made up of string instruments. The women were not nothing to look at. Most places had women doing several things, one of them in the bedroom. STDs were common and the women were not all that clean. Think of a $5 prostitute today and she would be a high class on then. Most families had story time or something that would be equally boring to kids today. Church was a Sunday ritual, as was lunch after. The men folk were outside or in the living room, while the women were in the kitchen cleaning up or cooking. Usually you did not mix. Kids played outside or did chores. Hunting was common too. Many boys wanted to grow up and find adventure. Few did. Usually adventure was the army. Well, at least you saw other places. In fact, that might be the only way you get out of town. People did not travel as much as they do today, or move as much. Girls, well, they were either nice girls or wild girls. Wild girls would probably end up in a saloon or worse. Good girls? big family or in the ground having kids. If you made it to 40, you were an old timer. In some areas, you can risk of Indians, but this was usually toward the borders. On farms, you were far more likely to meet a wild animal and die. War was excitement, if you can call it that. Even a wound meant death or amputation. Honestly, the Indians had more to fear from the white man. To you today, boring covers it best.